Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. So Cardano is currently going up, which is quite nice. I believe we just had some CPI data and the market is reacting positively to it, which is good. Bitcoin, as you can see, it's currently going up again. But keep in mind, it's almost overbought on the 4-hour chart, and this is not that great because it was also overbought when we got to about 108k over here, and then it was overbought when we got to 102k. So if we get overbought again and then we start going down again, it's just going to be a lower high structure and it's not going to look too great. And if we do that, I think it's possible that we get another low in the fourth wave right here and we drop below $89,000 again. Now we'll see if that happens or not. Keep in mind, if we do get another low, that will most likely put us at the bull market support band. And I mean, we usually do that in a bull market. We test the bull market support band multiple times. So if we test the bull market support band right now, it's not going to be the end of the world because we did it multiple times throughout the previous cycles. I mean, right now the bull market support band is at about $83,000, so we could just get a crazy wick to there and then we could continue with the pump to the upside. Like I said, it would not be the end of the world. In 2021 we never tested the bull market support band. However, in 2017 we actually tested it multiple times. As you can see, we pretty much tested it like 5 times. We tested it here, and then when we tested it here, that pretty much confirmed that the bear market was starting because we got below it. And yeah, I mean, it's still looking very nice. We are still above it, which is quite nice. And you know, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to go higher and higher, and I'm still expecting it to hit about $255,000 by the end of the year. So my prediction has not really changed. It's the exact same thing. And if we start going up right now, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to be at all-time highs extremely soon. Now, I also want to talk about Ethereum because Ethereum is also getting a pump right now, and it's not overbought on the 4-hour, but the Ethereum chart right now, it's not looking too great. We actually went below the bull market support band. We got to the 50% extension of the third wave right here. And yeah, we reacted to the 50% extension. However, if you look at the Ethereum monthly returns chart, which I don't have, let me actually go look for it. If you look at the Ethereum monthly returns chart, we are currently down about 2% in January, which is very, very unusual because in the previous post-halving years, Ethereum actually did very well. For example, in 2017, it went up like 32% in January, and in 2021, it went up about 78%. But keep in mind, before it actually went up 78%, here, we actually had a 30% drop, and that 30% drop happened in January. So, you know, there is a chance that we start reversing right now, and it would make sense considering the fact that I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to start dropping very, very soon. Now, it was supposed to start dropping a couple of days ago. It has not happened, and I did tell you that it's possible that we just go sideways until the president gets put into the office, and it looks like we will do that. So we have maybe like a week left of this, and then it should start dropping. If it does not start dropping, then I don't know what's happening with it. I mean, of course, at some point it will start dropping no matter what, because we had a cross on the bull market support band, and this usually is very, very bullish, especially after we get to the 0.618 extension. For example, here in the previous cycle, we got to the 0.618 extension of the previous all-time high. We had a cross on the bull market support band. The red line went above the green line, and as you can see, it was actually starting to reverse to the downside. And yeah, a couple of days after that, well, after 48 days to be exact, the Bitcoin dominance chart pretty much started going to the downside, and the same thing happened in the cycle before that as well. However, in this cycle, it has been about 54 days, I believe, and we still have not started the move to the downside. So we are obviously not copying exactly what we did in the previous 2 cycles, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I still think that we are gonna go down no matter what. Now, there is another scenario which I don't really like, to be honest with you, and that scenario is that maybe we'll just continue going sideways until March. Now, why am I saying that? And also, why am I not a fan of that? Well, because in the previous cycle we actually started going down in March, and we pretty much went down for about a year after that. And in the cycle before that, as you can see, when did the move to the downside start? It started around March. So I'm not saying that this will happen again because it would not really make sense, especially considering the fact that we had a cross on the bull market support band, but maybe this is what we are doing, so you have to keep that in mind. I mean, in the previous 2 cycles, it started in March, so yeah, there is potential for that to happen again. However, keep in mind, Ethereum usually goes up in January, no matter if it's a post-halving year or not. So as you can see, for example, even in 2023, Ethereum went up like 32%. In 2020, it also went up like 39%. In 2018, it also went up like 52%. So it's very unusual for it to close a red wick, especially in a post-halving year. And 2025 is a post-halving year, so we'll see what happens with this. I'm still expecting Ethereum to close a green candle, so this should still look pretty good. And I mean, I also had to talk about Cardano because this is a Cardano video after all. Cardano is in an uptrend right now. We got back in the trend line, and as you can see, I mean, we reacted to the 0.786 support level of this AB structure. And yeah, I think this is an AB structure. I think the third wave right here will actually go up in 3 waves, and this will just be an ABC structure. And if that's the case, the next target should be about $1.30, and that will complete the third wave. Then of course we will need a 4th wave move down and a 5th wave move up, and these 5 waves will confirm that we are actually heading in a 3rd wave of a 3rd wave, and this will also confirm that the 2nd wave move down is in. Like I did tell you multiple times, the 2nd wave move down has an ABC structure, so it could be in, but we still need these 5 waves to the upside to be able to confirm that. Also, if we drop below the trend line again, it's very likely that we just get to about 72 cents to test the bull market support band and the 0.382 extension before starting a 3rd wave of a 3rd wave. I still think that's gonna be bullish no matter what, so if we drop below the trend line right now, it would not be the end of the world. Keep in mind, we broke above this high, which is actually very bullish, and you know, if we want to be even more bullish, we kind of have to break above this high right here, and this is at about $1.15, let's say. And once we do that, to be extremely bullish, we have to break above this high as well. This is the B wave high, and this is at about $1.18. And yeah, once we get above that, it's going to become more and more likely that the low is already in. But like I keep saying to you, I mean, we should still get 5 waves up no matter what. So Cardano is still looking pretty good, and I actually want to talk about another coin for a second, and I know this is going to surprise you, but I actually want to talk about XRP for a second because I keep receiving comments about XRP, and I kind of want to reply to them because I think people are just FOMOing in right now. And if you look at the monthly XRP chart, yes, it's near all-time highs, but you have to keep in mind that it's also extremely overbought on the monthly chart, and the last time it was so overbought on the monthly chart was like 7 years ago, and as you can see, I mean, that did not confirm that the top was in, but after that we did get a big correction. As you can see here, for example, we went from about 39 cents all the way down to like 12 cents in a matter of like 2 months. And then of course we had another cycle high after that, but even after the cycle high, where we went to the overbought territory again, we had a 73% drop in a matter of a month. And this is not the only example I want to show you. We did the exact same thing in the previous cycle as well. We topped after we got to the overbought territory on the monthly chart, and then we had a 63% drop in a matter of a month. And if you take the next month as well, I think this is actually a 73% drop again. So please be very careful with XRP. Yes, I know it's nice to see it go from like 50 cents all the way up to like $3. But you know, if you buy right now, you are just FOMOing in. And I know this is not an XRP video, but if I make an XRP video, nobody will watch it. So I'm just gonna sneak this in here because many people are talking about XRP right now, and they are saying that it will surpass Ethereum. I'm not saying that it will not, but you know, if you look at the monthly RSI, we are clearly overbought, which shows us that people are just FOMOing in right now. And I mean, the same thing happened with Cardano in the previous cycle as well. I have already talked about this on the Discord server, so I'm gonna explain this again for those who are not in the Discord server. So in the previous cycle, Cardano, when it was at about $2 or so, I mean, this is when everybody bought Cardano, when it was at like $2. And right now, because they bought Cardano at $2, maybe even at $3 right here, expecting it to go to like $20 because their favorite YouTubers said that it would, right now, the people who bought the all-time highs are pretty much pissed off that they bought the all-time highs, but they are not pissed off at themselves, they are pissed off at the chart. And I mean, who's to blame here? You bought the all-time high and now you're complaining that Cardano is not at all-time highs anymore, even though 4 years ago Cardano was not even in the previous all-time highs. So I don't know why we're pretty much fudding Cardano, but it makes no sense to do that right now. Cardano is still in a 4-year cycle and it's just doing what it did in the previous cycle, but it's doing it even better, so I don't really understand the complaints. And if you bought the top, I mean, that's on you, and that's why I have to warn you about XRP. Don't make the same mistake again. Don't just buy XRP at $3 expecting it to get like $30 just because your favorite YouTubers said that it would. I mean, the market cap of XRP right now is at about $160 billion. Could it get to like $10 in this cycle? Sure, maybe, I don't know. But more than that, I mean, probably not, because keep in mind, that would put the market cap at, you know, a very large market cap, so I don't think it's possible. And yeah, expect a very big correction at some point. We got one right here, we got one right here, so we might as well get another one. Now, I'm not expecting a correction right now, maybe we'll continue going up, but at some point we will have a correction, so be careful and don't make the same mistakes that you made when you bought Cardano back in the previous cycle. Of course, I know not many people bought the top right here, but I read many comments every day telling me that they bought it like $2 to $3 and they are calling the Cardano chart, well, they are calling Cardano trash because they bought the top, and right now they are mad that they are not in profit. And of course you are not in profit, we just finished the bear market and you cannot expect to be in profit right now, especially not right now. But I think even the people who bought up here will be in profit by the end of this year. So of course this is not financial advice, you should do your own research, but Cardano is looking very good right now. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post daily updates. And yeah, like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.